Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday, the 9th of September. Boy, it's felt so good here lately, but the weather's going to warm up this weekend. We stay dry. Tropics are active, and we're finally starting to get some resolution on Nate, the system in the Gulf of Mexico. So let's dig in there and talk about it. We'll start with the Skycam shots early this morning at the really insane hour of 4:30. Goodness. Started a tad early today. That's the Clanton Skycam down in Chilton County. It's clear and cool. Up in the Tennessee Valley, that is Memorial Parkway in Huntsville. And Auburn, Alabama, getting set for a big football weekend. Again, Auburn hosting Mississippi State tomorrow. Weather looks great there. Sunny with upper 70s at kickoff, 80s by the fourth quarter. No rain. There's a water vapor satellite shot, big upper low near Indianapolis. And that thing has provided some really refreshing weather this week. Katia is on the way out, the hurricane up in the Atlantic, well east of Long Island. And way down at the bottom, that's Nate. Look at those numbers. Everybody in the 50s. 52 at Haleyville. I mean, they're flirting with 40s up there. Mostly mid and upper 50s around here, but we are going to warm up, and we'll be, back in the upper 80s next week. It'll feel more like September should feel like, early September. But around the nation, look at that. It feels so good almost everywhere. The only really warm air is back in the deserts. A lot of 40s and 50s on that map for much of the country. Thankfully, the flooding is beginning to subside up in the northeast, but it's still pretty messy. In fact, a number of roads are still closed in Pennsylvania that might impact those traveling to the Alabama-Penn State game up at State College. So you might want to check the road conditions if you're flying up there today. Severe weather should not be a problem around the nation today, with much of the country in cool, stable air. And the rain for the next 5 days. This is valid through Tuesday evening. It's got this little sliver of moisture, but I think will be mostly dry now that there's some clarity on Nate. The idea of Nate being a threat to the central Gulf Coast is coming off the table. Let's take a look at the tropics. Katia, Maria, and Nate, our trio. There's Katia, still hanging on as a hurricane. Top winds 85 miles an hour. Beginning to race to the northeast. Motion northeast at 24. And that is on the way out. Here's Maria. This thing is pretty disorganized. Estimated winds 40 miles an hour. But the models hang on to it. Pretty good agreement. The bend to the north is pretty clear. Before reaching the Bahamas, you got a few outliers on the left, including the no gaps, but that typically is what happens based on climatology there. And despite the ragged look of this thing, the models ramp it up. In fact, a lot of models have this thing as a major hurricane in 5 to 6 days. NHC is pretty conservative in their estimates on the intensity. They bring it as a tropical storm across the Leeward Islands near Puerto Rico, and they bend it north as a hurricane east of the Bahamas. They've adjusted the track a little to the right this time. And again, I think it's pretty clear this will be a recurving storm not affecting the United States, much like Katia. All right, Nate, this is the one that gave us a little excitement yesterday when the 12Z set of models came in with that northward bend, giving us the idea this could be a Gulf Coast system. But last night, the drop signs got in there from the research aircraft, and so with good upper air data, now we got the modeling doing this, and they all bring it into Mexico. And again, the limited barotropic, they just discount that. But that gives very good clarity. Now that this will not be a central Gulf Coast storm. There's the intensity models. Most models bring it up to a hurricane. Then, of course, it dies once it gets inland. And there's the official track coming into Mexico Sunday night as a hurricane, way south of Brownsville. And the sad part about this, obviously on that track, no rain for Texas. That would be the best possible scenario, but that's just not going to happen. But again, our friends in Mobile and Biloxi, New Orleans can breathe easy now with that. So that's a good thing. All right, we'll check the GFS, the OZ run, valid at 7 o'clock local time this evening, upper low north of us. And down below that, should be a sunny day today. The showers with the upper low stay north, and we warm up. Low 80s today. Tomorrow, mid-80s. Good supply of sunshine to kick off the weekend. And Sunday, we stay dry. We had thought about, showers Sunday maybe for the southern half, but with Nate behaving, we'll leave it dry. Mid to upper 80s. The GFS has warmed up a bit. They've got 87. The NAM has 84. We'll probably go with 85. Monday of next week, dry and warm with upper 80s. And I think most of next week we'll do upper 80s. There's Tuesday. But look at the cold air in Canada. Goodness, that's pretty cold stuff. The thickness values down to 5220. That's really cold with that cold front up there. Here's Maria beginning to make the turn north. There's Wednesday. Maria, again, if anybody's going to be bothered by that, it's going to be Bermuda. And a cold front's north of us with that Canadian air pushing down. And there's Thursday. Nice trough over the eastern part of Canada and the northeast United States. And down below that, a cold front kind of slips in here. So toward the end of next week, maybe a few showers Thursday or Friday. And just after that, we should turn cooler. And that'll feel good. Check the end of the forecast, September 25th. We've seen models all over. There's a lot of model madness out here. Yesterday we had this big, deep trough with cool air. Well, that's gone, and that looks pretty warm. And look at that, another tropical system. Where is it? Recurving in the Atlantic. It just looks like this wants to be the season where the bulk of these things are going to do that. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.
Being Alabama's news leader means digging deeper to get you the facts, working harder so you have all sides of the story, and not being afraid to tell the truth. Every day you award us by making ABC 3340 Alabama's most watched news. And now the Associated Press has named us Alabama's most outstanding news operation. That's 9 times since 1996, more than all other stations combined. And that's 9 more reasons you should trust the news leader. ABC 3340.